So I shared with the one that was interested in so the one that was interested in animation. So like what I'm looking for is something like this. So this style of animation. I don't care if it is AI or that's what I need. And so I don't really care. So I just need an example. But I suppose it is another scam attempt. So I'm not gonna send money up front. But I will do same for editing. So it doesn't matter. You can just show me what you can do. The first payment will be one purified Wehrgeld, that is $13.37. And like it doesn't matter. Like if you invested 10 minutes and you have something to show, that's fine. Like I I will not pay more than that for. But whatever, if you attempt it properly, don't hesitate. So yeah, and I talked to the pastoral assistant yesterday, but she had migraine, also Migräne, bad headache, right? And I know my mother sometimes has that as well, and I know others, Bota, I guess, and I don't really have headaches yet, so but like I have a very, very slight tinnitus. So there was my patron, in Asheron's call, and my uncle, they have quite bad tinnitus. So it is similar in the sense that you just you kind of have to believe it, right? It's not something you can see, of course, right? So I didn't dare to talk about anything with numbers or music, was actually because Michael, music is tricky because he does not hear much no longer. But the things I want to discuss are less about the noise, it's more the puzzles, right? So that shouldn't be that much of an issue. And like no other composer, Bach left a lot for like the Augenmenschen, so the ones that don't hear at all, for example. And so that we cut it short, right? So in the end, I just wished good night and that I would pray for that it gets better. So I remember that the family of the ex-girlfriend of my brother, so they once played the drums for my back pain issues, and the one from the library at the WSL, so like a friend of my mother, she prayed for me as well. So it never worked. I even got once a strange spray from Bernhard Isering's wife, I guess. So he, they once performed not the Saint John Passion, I guess. Also Johannes Passion, not the Matthäus Passion. They never performed the Matthäus. Yeah, but like, so that's all. So like, but I did pray. I did. So that's, and I never like I didn't do that since like ever. I don't even know how that should have worked, right? So, but now it did, and this is why I'm making this recording. So, I never expected this, but like today, and so everything was connected. I took a note, so I did take, I didn't, so I did not, yeah, so I even wrote it wrongly. So Lunge has nothing, so I wanted to write Röhrlinge. So that was, like, now I don't remember. Why did I consider this note important? Yeah. So like there is so this is one of the, like for me, most important details when it comes to mushrooms. So there is the flockenstielige Hexenröhrling and the netzstielige Hexenröhrling. Und Netz is connected because Tina lost the net in so completely different net, right? But like in the car. So, but that works, right? I still remember why so that was, and I didn't think of mushrooms much. It was just that those mushroom pictures I shared, the Catbox hosting service still doesn't work for that time frame. I don't know why, actually. And they promised they would fix that, but they didn't fix it. So all my mushroom, but maybe it's for the better, because that's probably the reason I got banned last time. So the thing is that like 15 years back, we didn't eat one of them. I think that was just a mistake in the books or whatever, so I don't think I can distinguish them by taste, but I wouldn't remember, so I think it's 60%, so I tend towards the flockenstielige Hexenröhrling, and like, because of the names, I know which one is which, right? So that's very well chosen names. So you remember what is what, right? The trickier part is nowadays that you don't mix it up with like the Schönfußröhrling, the one with the net, and that was part of the dream. And yes, I wouldn't, like, I would never mix that up in a dream either. So that's the same with like, yeah. Now, how did that prayer work? That was just on the round I did with the inline skates like half an hour ago. And it was that I was questioned, like it was not a proper migraine, but I was remembered of this. And just thinking of that, like this is when someone is talking about, what is that? Not ticks, Läuse in English. What is Läuse? The same, basically. And there is the swan. So the swan couple built a new nest, and it's this game theoretical optimal. So when you see it, like it makes perfect sense, but it's like well chosen to be out of sight of the dogs, and like the best spot, like, yeah, so that's something, but no, it was then that I was questioned, like no word before what is the word value of cretins? So, I mean, the C that Bach is the label, so it's the whole family left us. Well, it could mean cretins as well, right? And the origins are actually from the Swiss French-speaking Alps. It's not from France. This is not taught, so I'm allowed to use this term properly, not the French, right? Well, maybe the C was meant for that. So the word value. Now, it doesn't matter what the word value is. I calculated with the S, 69 plus S, 19 is 88. And it was about that I was questioned like that. So it stopped when I figured out it was that I was questioned by, well, this is God, and I would die for this now, like, because I experience it like this. I of course remember the hydrant 88. So that's at the ARA, like Claironlage. So that's I have a lot of memories attached to this hydrant 88, right? So it was that. But I calculated it, so I never looked it up yet. So it's, well, did I do it proper that I have 13 minutes, 37 seconds when the time is correct? So last time I was 2 minutes too late to have the symmetry 14:41 in the call, right? So, but I guess not. So I would need to pause, but I'm not going to do that, right? So then it's, but close, right? So where I'm at in the round was all that I explained the round for when the Pope died and so on. So yes, now let's do that again. It's actually very good training for, like, to prevent Alzheimer's and stuff like that. So, and Bach does a lot of it. So the symmetry 14:41, for example, it's full of that, right? Yeah, so I take the biggest first. So T is, and I think in German. I don't even going to bother because I will just mess up. So T is 20. 20. R is 18. 38. Then I started N. N is 14. 52, I guess. So like, now I would need to stop, right, for the time to align. But yeah. So it's actually fun to check for the bots. Sometimes now there are just 750, but sometimes it aligns with the time as well, right? Like, that's where 52 plus, so C plus E is 8. Then we are at 60, and E, the one with the dot on top, is 9, so 69, right? The same as checkmate. And that symmetry Schachmatt is 96, so turned upside down. So we have then plus the S. So S is the one, yeah, the S is the one before T. So it should be that value, right? So, but even if it isn't, I came up with 88 and remembered I'm close to 188, right? So now let's check that. Da. So it was useful that 88. So it was useful that I was reminded of the head age even. And so the symmetry 1551 is defined for the birds, right? Because of, no, it's back. So because of this car over there, because that has, so I don't want to show the number, but it's because of this car number and Anselm. And now you could animate this, right? So it's just a test for